morning, Alex woke up to a mind already racing. Notifications blinked on the phone before the sun even rose, each one a reminder of something left undone, someone waiting for a reply, or a headline screaming for attention. The day hadn't started, but the weight of it pressed down like a heavy blanket. Thoughts tumbled over each other. Work deadlines, family obligations, the endless scroll of social media, and the quiet, nagging voice that whispered, "You're falling behind." It was as if Alex's mind was a crowded room, every corner filled with noise, every surface cluttered with worry. There was no space to breathe, no silence to think. Even moments of rest felt stolen, never truly peaceful. Yet, in the midst of this chaos, Alex couldn't shake the feeling that life was meant to be more than this constant mental storm. What if there was a way out? What if the secret to peace and clarity was something most people overlooked? As the world demanded more and more, Alex wondered, was there a hidden key to escaping the noise? The answer was closer than Alex realized, waiting to be discovered in the most unexpected way. As days blurred into weeks, the weight of Alex's mental clutter grew heavier. At work, focus slipped through trembling fingers. Simple tasks became mountains, and mistakes multiplied. Meetings felt like a fog, words drifting in and out, never quite landing. Colleagues noticed the distracted glances, the half-hearted nods, the missed details. Frustration simmered beneath the surface, both from others and within Alex, who once prided themselves on sharpness and reliability. At home, the chaos followed. Conversations with loved ones became shallow, interrupted by the constant ping of devices and the relentless parade of thoughts. Alex's partner would ask a question, but the answer was delayed, lost in the maze of worries. Even laughter felt forced, as if joy had to fight its way through layers of noise just to be heard. Nights offered no refuge. Sleep was restless, dreams tangled with anxieties, and the silence of the bedroom was filled with the echo of unfinished business. In rare moments of quiet, Alex glimpsed what calm could feel like: a deep breath, a clear sky, a mind at rest. But these moments were fleeting, quickly swallowed by the returning storm. The contrast was stark. Chaos ruled, and calm was a distant memory. Alex longed for silence, for space, for the peace that seemed just out of reach. Yet, the more Alex tried to control the noise, the louder it became, leaving a single, haunting question. Was escape even possible? One evening, after another day lost to distraction and disappointment, Alex sat alone at the kitchen table, surrounded by the glow of unanswered emails and the hum of a television left on for company. The world outside was quiet, but inside, Alex's mind was a relentless storm. The weight of it all pressed down until breathing felt like a chore. Suddenly, a simple request from a loved one, just a gentle question about dinner, triggered an unexpected wave of frustration. Words came out sharp, regret followed instantly, and silence filled the room. Alex stared at trembling hands, heart pounding, realizing that something inside had snapped. Tears welled up, not from the argument, but from the exhaustion of carrying so much for so long. In that moment, it became painfully clear. This wasn't just stress, it was a breaking point. The life Alex was living, always busy, always burdened, was unsustainable. What happens when you reach your limit? For Alex, it was a moment of raw vulnerability, a desperate longing for relief. The fear of missing out on a better, calmer life suddenly outweighed the fear of letting go. Something had to change. The question was no longer if, but how. As Alex sat in the quiet aftermath, a new determination began to flicker. There had to be another way, a path to peace that didn't involve running faster or carrying more. The search for transformation had begun. The next morning, Alex wandered into a small cafe, seeking solace in the comfort of routine. The world outside bustled, but inside, the air was calm, filled with the gentle clink of cups and the low hum of quiet conversation. As Alex waited for coffee, an elderly man at the next table caught their eye. He sat alone, a serene smile on his face, sipping tea and watching the world with a kind of peaceful detachment. Something about his presence was magnetic, an island of calm in a sea of noise. Sensing Alex's restlessness, the man offered a gentle nod and, after a moment, spoke softly. "You look like someone carrying too much." Surprised, Alex admitted to feeling overwhelmed, the words tumbling out in a rush. The man listened patiently, then reached into his bag and pulled out a small, worn book. "Let me share something that changed my life," he said, sliding the book across the table. "It's about emptying the mind." Alex hesitated, curiosity piqued. The man continued, "Most people try to fill their minds with more knowledge, more plans, more worries. But sometimes, the answer is to let go, to create space for clarity and peace." The advice was simple, yet it felt profound, like a secret most people never hear. Alex sensed that this moment, this chance encounter, might hold the key to everything that needed to change. What would happen if they truly listened? The old man opened the book to a page marked by years of use and pointed to a simple illustration. A teacup, overflowing, liquid spilling onto the table. "Imagine your mind is like this cup," he explained. "If it's already full, nothing new can enter. Wisdom, peace, even happiness, they have nowhere to go." Alex stared at the image, the metaphor settling in. The man continued, "We spend our lives pouring more into our minds. Worries, opinions, information, until there's no room left for clarity. But if you empty the cup, even just a little, you create space for something better." He described practical ways to begin: sitting quietly for a few minutes each day, letting thoughts drift by without grabbing hold, writing down worries to clear mental space, practicing gratitude to shift focus from what's missing to what's present. "It's not about erasing your mind," he said gently. "It's about letting go of what you don't need, so you can receive what truly matters." Alex felt a strange sense of relief, as if a burden had been named and, for the first time, could be set down. The lesson was clear. Emptiness wasn't a void to fear, but a space to welcome. The idea was both unsettling and hopeful. Could letting go really lead to more? Alex left the cafe with the book in hand, heart lighter, and a new question echoing inside. What might life feel like with an empty cup? Determined to change, Alex set aside a few minutes each morning to sit quietly, just as the old man suggested. But the moment silence settled in, the mind rebelled. Thoughts rushed in, unfinished tasks, old regrets, future worries, each one demanding attention. The urge to check the phone or make a list was almost unbearable. Old patterns fought fiercely against the new practice, and frustration quickly replaced hope. "Maybe I'm just not built for this," Alex thought, tempted to give up and return to the familiar chaos. Yet something inside urged patience. Each day, Alex tried again, sometimes managing only a few seconds of calm before the noise returned. The contrast was stark. The old way was noisy but known, the new way quiet but uncomfortable. Doubt crept in. Was this emptiness even possible? Or was it just another thing to fail at? Still, the memory of the old man's peace lingered, a reminder of what could be. Would Alex break through, or would the storm reclaim its hold? The answer remained uncertain, but the struggle itself was changing something deep within, setting the stage for a moment that would redefine everything. One quiet morning, as sunlight filtered softly through the window, Alex sat in stillness, expecting the usual rush of thoughts. But this time, something shifted. Instead of fighting the noise, Alex simply let it pass, like clouds drifting across a wide, open sky. For the first time, there was no urge to chase every thought or fix every worry. A gentle calm settled in, filling the space where chaos once lived. The silence was not empty, but alive with possibility, with peace, with a sense of being fully present. The weight that had pressed down for so long seemed to lift, replaced by a lightness Alex had almost forgotten was possible. In that moment, the contrast was undeniable. The mind that once felt crowded and restless was now spacious and clear. Ideas flowed easily, and gratitude bubbled up without effort. The world outside hadn't changed, but Alex's experience of it had. The breakthrough was not dramatic, but quietly profound. A new beginning born from letting go. With a clear mind, Alex saw the path ahead, not as a burden, but as an open invitation. The journey was far from over, but everything felt different now. Alex's story is a reminder that the greatest transformation often begins with a single, simple shift. The willingness to empty your mind. In a world that urges us to fill every moment, every thought, every space, the real power lies in letting go. When you create room within, you invite clarity, peace, and new possibilities to enter your life. Imagine what you could discover if you stopped carrying what no longer serves you. This isn't just Alex's journey, it can be yours, too. Take a few minutes today to sit in silence, to notice your thoughts, and to gently let them go. See what happens when you make space for something new. If the story resonated with you, share your experience in the comments below. What did you feel? What did you learn? Don't keep this wisdom to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to Inspire Aura for more stories that inspire change. Remember, the secret to a fuller life might just be found in the emptiness you're willing to embrace. Your journey to peace and clarity starts now. Will you take the first step?